Hello everyone, the 316 here with another DC Multiverse review. Here I have the most recent Superman, or Supergirl, bundle from Mcfarlane Toy Store. I got a pretty good deal on this. They had it on sale, as they usually do with multiple figures, and then I had a $20 off coupon gift card. So basically, I got these two for retail, and I got this guy for about $8. So you're looking at maybe $70 ish, give or take. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. I don't remember the exact amount I paid, but it was around that much. Anyway, can't wait to get into these figures, but let's start off with the one I basically got for, just a few dollars. This is Heat Vision Henry Cavill Superman. It uses the same box style as the BVS wave from the end of last year, I should say. Has the Heat Vision Superman, and on the back you got the card art as well. In the middle we have the Brandon Routh Superman. Real excited to get into this one. I almost bought a second one just so I could have an extra one of those head sculpts so I could make the CW Kingdom Come one, but there's a barcode for that if you're looking for it in stores. Obviously it's from the movie Superman Returns, but yeah, they even included that. I thought that was nice. Oh, and there's the Superman Returns logo up top. And then finally, probably the figure I've wanted in the line since forever is Melissa's Supergirl from the CW. Honestly, I didn't care which version I got, but we got the skirt version here, not the pants version, fine by me. Kind of an empty looking box. The female figures are usually a lot less dense. They don't take up as much room. But it does use a new backdrop, which we will take a look at. On the side, it has, the Supergirl CW logo. Her right there. Doesn't say Supergirl at the top, but this is a deluxe theatrical edition, so costs a bit more. Not a red platinum, but for a while you couldn't pre-order this. But if you're looking for this in store, there's the barcode. I still need to go back and get the CW Grant Gustin figure, but we got these two, and technically there is that Platinum Jay Garrick that they released that uses the darker colors. Anyway, can't wait to open these. Let's do it. Alright, I got them all out of the package. That took a while. We'll start from the accessories. First of all, Brandon Routh Superman comes with this backdrop, and of course the card holder as well as the stand holder is glued onto the back, so if you do want to save this, be careful because it will rip. Same thing with Supergirl here. Here's her background. Just images of the sky, some clouds for both of them. But yeah, again, if you want to save it, that's going to rip no matter what you do. Maybe a hair dryer, some kind of heat gun would soften the glue enough so that you could just pull it off, but I wouldn't even bother, to be fair. Of course, they each come with a figure stand. Thankfully, none of them seem to need it. And then they each come with a trading card. The Supermen come with just your standard trading card here. An image still from the movie on both sides. And these are the exact same read. These are the exact same read up. It's just the most generic thing. Boo. That's kind of disappointing, especially for this one, because it's supposed to be this one, but they put it on the BVS one. Dumb. Anyway, those go in the binder as well as the Supergirl card here, which has an even shorter read up here. Lame. I wish they had unique read ups, but that's what we get for a line of figures that are almost $30 a piece, or $35 plus. Anyway, let's start off with the accessories. Both Supermen come with nothing else. That's right, they both come with nothing else. They both come with a wired cape, but Brandon Routh has no wire. You could put a wire in yourself, but figures are the same price. That one's almost complete reuse, comes with a wire. This one has a lot of reuse, but has new stuff, no wire. This is like the final year of the line. Just give me a wire in my cape if it has a wire holder in it. Like, just, ugh. And then Supergirl, thankfully, she comes with some more stuff. So on the figure, she comes with these flight hands, bitch slap hands, whatever you want to call them. Those are on the figure in the box. She comes with a right bitch slap hand proper, and all of these are painted with the blue. I do like that, do appreciate it, although I could have sworn it was a little bit higher up on her hand. Have to look at the suit images later. Left hand wise, she comes with a pointy finger hand. Fine with that, although I can't remember an instance where she did that. She comes with 2 fist hands. Again, both of those are painted. Nice to see. And then she comes with 2 holding hands, one of which being a trigger finger for her right hand, and then just a regular grabby hand on her left. And then she comes with an alternate head sculpt, which is her heat vision eyes. And she's a bit angry. And yeah, looks good. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of a hair swap here real quick, because that's kind of creepy, ain't it? Just having one ear. Yeah, she only has one ear on both. Oof, weird. But if we stick that on, get that in there. There you go. You can see what that head looks like with the hair. Really like that. I think this head sculpt looks just a little bit more like her. I think they did such a great job with this one. But of course I am going to display her with just the static smile, because I think it's more appropriate for the character. Never really watched the Supergirl show. I tried to watch the first season. I got maybe halfway through and I just was like, I can't do this. Like, I watched all of Arrow. I've watched Flash up until the Crisis event and then a couple episodes after. But yeah, so that's my Arrowverse watch list for the main 3 shows at least. If you guys do want me to watch this show, let me know if I should, power through the first season and then watch the rest. But now we can take a look at the figures proper. We're not going to spend much time with Cavill. This is the 3rd time we're getting this particular version of the character. The only difference here being the head sculpt here. So let's take a look at that head sculpt. The head sculpt, yeah, it's heat vision eyes. And then here it is with a UV light. That looks really cool. But yeah, I don't think the likeness is there, really. I don't think it looks all that much like him. And even the card art that I showed you, it's just not a very easy to see image. I really wish that, Mcfarlane did actual heat vision, like lasers, out of the eyes for one of these figures, but I guess that's not in the budget. But there's a closer look at the head sculpt. Not a fan of that. Just not a fan. But yeah, the rest of the sculpt's pretty good. No other complaints. I will say I do believe that the blue here is a bit shinier. So I might use this as a Man of Steel stand-in, even though it's not the same exact suit. It's very similar, and I could probably customize this to look like the Man of Steel suit. I mean, we got the really bright blue metallic paint on those sections that really pop in the light. I really do like that. But yeah, it's the same figure we've seen for the 3rd time. It has a wired cape, of course, so there's that. Brandon Routh here. Brandon Routh actually reuses a lot of the Christopher Reeve Superman body, mostly the arms and the legs, but there is some new stuff here. But taking a look at that head sculpt, I think it's pretty good. It's a little bit more stylized, more cartoony for me. The other 2 at least look like they're supposed to be real people. This one just has a little bit of a cartoon influence to it. And I don't think it looks bad, but, it's fine. Really glad we got Brandon Superman, at least. We got all of the movie Superman now, Cavill, of course, Corn Sweat, Reeve, and now Ralph. So we got all the movie Superman. We've got all the movie Batman as well. So, whenever James Gunn decides to cast Batman in the DC universe movies, we'll probably not get that one in the McFarlane line because it'll be long gone by then. But really like what they did with this figure here, except that he doesn't have a wire in his cape. It's just lame. Put a wire in the capes, damn it. Also, the wrist pegs are blue instead of flesh tone. And if we take a look at the card art, you can't really see on the card art. I mean, technically he has the sleeves all the way down his wrists, but I would much prefer if that was just flesh tone myself. But, you know, good looking figure here. Of course, it's got the new logo here, which is a new mold. It's got the crotch piece, which is, again, a new mold. And then he's got the boots here, which are, I'm pretty sure, mostly all new. Definitely this part and the whole foot. But I think that the ankle peg might be reused. But a lot of good texture work going on here. And they even got the Superman logos on his shoes. Really like that attention to detail. They don't do that too often. Not sure what the bottom of Cavill's foot looks like, but on the figure it's just flat. So there's that for you. And then lastly, of course, we got Melissa Supergirl now. The only thing I really don't like about this figure is the eye color. If you look at her eyes, they are so alien looking. They're just so bright. If we look at the card art here, her eye color, it's a little bit darker of a blue, almost the same color as her suit. Speaking of the colors, they're a bit more muted on the figure. I still think they look good. I just don't think that it's not as accurate. It should be a little bit brighter. I think the red is mostly good, but again, it could be a little brighter. I do wish the gold here on her skirt looked a little bit better, but a couple other things to point out. I think that the logo placement's mostly fine, but I think it could be lowered a little bit more towards her sternum here, at least compared to the promotional. Not much else to really complain about, but yeah, I don't think the likeness is there for this head sculpt. But if someone has darkened the eyes, let me know, because I'd like to do that. But for this head sculpt, I think it's spot on. Definitely spot on. Definitely looks like her a lot more. Skin tone looks fine. This is mostly reusing the, I think, collector's edition Supergirl figure and the Zatanna figure as well, just for the arms and legs. Although, yeah, this definitely looks like Zatanna's legs. I'm looking at the one on my display right now, and they're very similar, if not the exact same. I don't think the boots are new, but I don't remember seeing these before. They may have been on Zatanna, maybe not. I don't have the new first appearance collector's edition Supergirl to take a look at that, but there you go. I think the skirt piece on mine is like permanently left. Like I try to push it down, but it just keeps naturally defaulting to that position. Like even if I do the splits, it's still leaning more towards that direction. So maybe I need to push up on it instead. I know what I was going to talk about. This dark red here, I think, isn't that supposed to be flesh tone? I'm pretty sure she showed her skin tone there. Like it was more of like fishnet, something like that, or pantyhose. That's the word I'm looking for. It was more like a pantyhose, whereas this is just dark red. Not a good look to it. She does come with a wired cloth good cape, but it is so incredibly thin. Like, you can't really do much with it. Like, if you want to have it like this, there's just no cape on this side. I don't think she had that big of a cape in the show anyway, but, this is an action figure. I would rather have a larger cape so that I can actually use it for something. Instead, it's just very small and just barely covers, the figure in it. Again, I wish it was closer to this guy's cape, because his has a little bit extra on it versus Cavill's, which has way too much. He has way too much cape. He has just the right amount. She doesn't have enough. Again, not a bad looking figure. I like it. And I would do the head swap, but I don't really feel the need to. But yeah, take a look at those eyes. They're just creepy and just too bright. If they were darker, I think the likeness would look better. Next, let's go ahead and do some posability. Let's see how they pose. I'm not actually going to take a look at his posability. There's just really no point. Let me lower this real quick. Get them back in frame. That's better. So, again, mostly the reuse is the legs and the arms. So the arms I'm not going to take a look at, but in the torso and legs, can't really bend forward at all. Can bend back quite a bit. The upper torso doesn't really want to turn. You can turn it, it just doesn't want to. The lower torso, mine has a lot of friction on it, but it is able to be turned all the way around. And then the legs here, the crotch piece doesn't really get in the way of a split, but it does get in the way of a kick forward or backward. And then the boots, no swivel of course, but the ankle is unhindered, as well as the shoe. And then the toe bend looks pretty good. Superman, Ralph Superman I should say, does fine in posability. The rest is good too, same as the Christopher Reeve Superman. And then Supergirl here, if you take her hair off, she can get more head posability, but she's got some tilts. That was weird. It's like I pushed her face in. Can't really look down or up all that much, but take the hair piece off and she gets all the range of movement you want. And then you can put the hair piece back on and it mostly works. And then obviously you saw what the cape can do. Her arms here, they're on that joint all the way around. The hair popped off. At least it's easy to pop back on. She has a bicep swivel, but hard to get up there. Double jointed elbows, can touch her own shoulders. Obviously we know what the hands can do, nothing special there. Can't bend forward in the upper joint at all. It just doesn't want to do anything. Full range of movement up top. Again, bottom here, very friction heavy. Although there is lubricant on mine, it looks like. Yeah, definitely some lubricant on there. You know, that almost looks better, having it that way, but you know, I think what you could do if you wanted some more articulation out of this, you could actually spin around the whole torso. The only issue if you do that is the skirt piece. The skirt piece kind of gets deformed. Also, you know, you have that line down the center there, which is supposed to be her back. But if you want, you know, her to lean forward like that, you could just do that. But obviously it's supposed to go this way. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't think this was at all. No, looks fine to me. All right, and then legs wise, there are cuts in the skirt, but she can't get a full split. And of course, because my skirt is you know, a little bit pushed towards the left, this leg gets up a little higher just because of that. And if you do keep it in a position like that, it does warp the skirt. I'm trying to see how they did the skirt. Is it okay? So it's basically just a standard crotch piece, but there's a skirt on top of it. Okay. Kick forward's pretty good. Kick backwards actually really good. Double jointed knee here. She could probably kick her own butt. And then we got the ankle here, which mine is very loose. And then the pivot looks fine. And then the toe bend. There you go. So that's the articulation for those three. Obviously I didn't show you Cavill, but what's the show, you know? Ooh. Get on there. The heck. There we go. Alright, now it's time for the best part of the review, the size comparisons. This one's probably going to be short since this video is already almost 20 minutes. Cavill, 7.5. Ralph, 7 3/4. Get back up there. And then Supergirl, Melissa, she's just almost 6 3/4. She's close, but not quite. I still need to get Grant Gustin's Flash, but I do have the Green Arrow here. I will open him once I get, or rather find, a Grant Gustin Flash. But there she is with Green Arrow. Anyway, here's the three of them next to the other live action figures on my shelf here. You can see that Ralph is about the same height as Reeve. Supergirl here is shorter than almost every other male figure in the line. Cavill's pretty tall as well, but yeah, looks pretty good. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Anything helps out the channel. And let me know what you think of these figures down in the comments below. As always, peace.